There comes a moment in life when you realize it's just you. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to push you. The crowd that once cheered for you disappears. And in that silence, your true power is born. Winning alone isn't about loneliness. It's about transformation. It's about turning the pain of isolation into strength, the silence into focus, and the rejection into fuel. Because the truth is, nobody becomes great surrounded by comfort. Greatness is born when you fight your demons in the dark, when you choose to rise again after being forgotten. You don't need applause to move forward. You don't need validation to believe. You only need one thing: faith in yourself. Because the moment you stop waiting for support and start acting for your future, that's the moment you begin to win alone. This video will show you 10 rules to master the art of winning alone, to turn solitude into strength, silence into discipline, and struggle into power. Rule 1. Accept being alone. At some point in your life, you'll have to walk a road where nobody joins you. A road so quiet that you can hear your own heartbeat echo through your dreams. That's the road of self-growth, and it begins the moment you stop fearing loneliness. Being alone doesn't mean you've lost everything. It means life is clearing the noise so you can finally hear your own voice. Think about it. How can you know who you are if you're always surrounded by opinions, distractions, and noise? Solitude is where you meet the real you, the raw, unfiltered version that doesn't need approval to exist. Every strong soul you admire, every legend who changed their destiny, had a chapter of isolation. Steve Jobs was alone when he got fired from his own company. Muhammad Ali trained alone when no one believed in his comeback. Even artists, writers, and dreamers, they all walked through their silent nights before the world ever heard their name. When you're alone, people will misunderstand you. They'll say you've changed, you've become distant, maybe even arrogant. But what they don't see is that you're evolving. You're learning to think for yourself, to stand on your own feet, to rely on your own strength. So stop chasing people who don't value your presence. Stop begging for attention that keeps you small. Your silence doesn't make you weak, it makes you dangerous. Because while everyone else is busy talking, you're building. While they seek company, you seek clarity. Remember this: loneliness is not a curse, it's a calling. A calling to rise above the noise, to become your own power source, and to walk a path only the strong can survive. Accept being alone, because it's the first step toward becoming unstoppable. Rule 2. Build discipline without witnesses. When no one is watching, who are you really? That's the question that separates the average from the great. Most people work hard only when they know someone's paying attention, when there's praise, validation, or competition. But the truth is, real winners don't need an audience. They don't need motivation from the outside world. They work in silence, grind in darkness, and build themselves when no one's watching. Discipline is not about showing the world your effort. It's about showing yourself your commitment. It's waking up early when the bed is warm, saying no to distractions when everyone else is scrolling, pushing through fatigue when quitting feels easier. Discipline means doing what you said you would do, long after the excitement fades. It's a battle between your old self that wants comfort and your future self that demands greatness. Every time you choose effort over ease, you win a silent war inside you. And those invisible victories matter more than anything else. The world will only see your success later, but it will never see the hours of sweat, the late nights, the lonely mornings, or the countless times you kept going with no applause. Think about the athletes who train when the lights are off, the creators who work when nobody's watching, the students who study when others sleep. These are the people who build unstoppable momentum. Every small act of discipline compounds into power. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens silently, one decision at a time. So stop performing for attention. Start performing for your destiny. Let your work ethic be your loudest voice. Because one day, when you finally rise, people will wonder how you did it, and you'll smile, knowing the truth. You built your strength in the shadows, through discipline no one ever saw. Rule 3. Master your mind. The biggest battle you'll ever fight won't be with the world. It will be with your own mind. When you're alone, your thoughts get louder. Doubt whispers that you're not good enough. Fear tells you to stop trying. Your past reminds you of every failure. And if you're not careful, those voices will control you. But mastering your mind means taking back that control. It's about learning to command your thoughts instead of letting them command you. Your mind can be your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. The choice is yours. Every time you let negativity take over, you hand your power away. But when you challenge it, when you replace I can't with I will, you begin to reprogram your entire reality. Greatness starts from within. Before you conquer the world, you must conquer your inner chaos. When fear says you're not ready, respond with action. When doubt says you'll fail, remind yourself why you started. You can't silence every negative thought, but you can choose which ones you listen to. Feed your mind with focus, not fear. With purpose, not panic. When you master your emotions, you control your energy. When you control your energy, you control your destiny. The most successful people in the world are not those who never feel fear. They're the ones who move forward in spite of it. Your mind is like a muscle. It grows stronger the more you train it. Meditation, reflection, discipline. These are your tools. Every time you overcome a mental breakdown, every time you rise after falling apart, you are building mental armor. So guard your thoughts like treasure. Because if your mind believes you can win, your body will follow. And once your mind is mastered, there is nothing and no one that can stop you. Rule 4. Stop explaining yourself. One of the hardest lessons in life is learning to stop explaining yourself. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your dreams, your grind, or your silence. The truth is, people will only understand you from their level of perception, not yours. You can pour your heart out, tell them your plans, share your vision, and still, they'll doubt you. Not because you're wrong, but because they can't see what you see. And that's okay. You were never meant to convince them. Every time you try to justify your goals, you waste energy that should be spent chasing them. The ones who truly understand you won't need explanations, and the ones who demand them will never believe anyway. Remember, greatness is often misunderstood. When you start walking your own path, some will say you've changed, some will call you selfish, others will walk away. Let them. You don't need to defend your focus. You don't need to explain your silence. People who don't have your vision will always think you're lost. But what they don't realize is, you're just on a road they've never walked. Protect your dreams like a secret plan. Speak less, move smartly, and let your results do the talking. The loudest people are rarely the most successful. The quiet ones are too busy building. Every second you spend trying to prove yourself is a second stolen from your progress. So stop over-explaining. Stop seeking validation. You don't need their approval to become who you're destined to be. Your goals, your mindset, your journey, they're personal. Walk it with pride, even if no one claps. Because one day, when you achieve what they said was impossible, you won't need to explain how you did it. The proof will be standing right in front of them, and it will speak louder than any words ever could. Rule 5. Make pain your motivation. Pain changes people. It either breaks you or it builds you. The difference lies in how you respond. Every scar, every sleepless night, every moment you thought you couldn't go on was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to awaken the fighter within you. Pain is not your punishment. It's your training. It teaches you what comfort never will. When life hurts, it's pushing you to grow. The greatest stories of success were written by people who turned their pain into power. Think about it. Every champion has a story of struggle. Every leader once faced rejection. Every strong soul once walked through fire. You are not alone in your suffering. You are being sculpted. The pain you feel today is shaping the person who will conquer tomorrow. Don't run from it. Don't numb it. Feel it, face it, and let it fuel you. When your heart breaks, build muscle around it. When you fall, let the impact teach you how to rise stronger. The truth is, pain is a signal, a reminder that you're still alive, still fighting, still capable of change. Most people try to avoid pain, but those who embrace it learn how to transform it. Pain gives you a choice. Stay bitter or become better. Let your heartbreaks turn into hunger. Let your failures become your fire. Every time life knocks you down, stand taller than before. Use every tear, every rejection, every disappointment as energy to push further. Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure. Steel is forged in fire, and strong souls are built in pain. So when life hurts, don't curse it, thank it. Because it's not breaking you, it's building you into someone unstoppable. Pain is temporary, but the power it creates will last forever. Rule 6. Stay consistent in the dark. The hardest part of chasing your dream isn't the work, it's the silence. The phase where no one notices your effort, no one claps for your progress, and every day feels the same. That's the dark phase. the invisible season that separates the dreamers from the doers. Most people quit there. They mistake the quiet for failure, not realizing it's the most critical stage of growth. You see, success doesn't appear overnight. It's built in the dark. The gym before sunrise, the study sessions after midnight, the endless repetition when no one cares, that's where greatness is born. The problem is, people love results but hate the waiting. They want the spotlight without the struggle. But the truth is, every result you see publicly was built privately. Every master was once a beginner who didn't quit in the shadows. So if you're in that silent grind, don't stop. Keep showing up. Consistency is what turns potential into power. Every small effort compounds, every repetition strengthens you. Every day you stay disciplined, you're getting closer, even if you can't see it yet. The dark doesn't mean nothing's happening. It means everything is taking shape beneath the surface. Think of a seed buried underground, unseen, unnoticed, but growing roots. One day it breaks through the soil and the world calls it success. But only the seed knows what it endured. You are that seed. The silence you're facing right now is not rejection. It's preparation. Keep moving. Keep building. Because one day, when the lights finally hit you, the world will be amazed by your overnight success. But you'll know the truth. It wasn't luck. It was consistency in the dark. Stay faithful to your grind, even when no one's watching, because the dark is not your enemy. It's your proving ground. Rule 7. Learn to be your own motivation. When you're walking alone on the road to success, you won't always have people clapping for you. You won't have a crowd cheering you on, or friends reminding you to keep going. Most days, you'll wake up to silence. No one will ask how your dream is going. No one will push you to get up. It's all on you. And that's where true winners are born. They don't wait for motivation. They create it. They don't rely on others to light the fire inside. They become the fire themselves. You see, being your own motivation means understanding that no one owes you encouragement. You have to find meaning in your struggles and purpose in your pain. When life feels heavy, remember why you started. Think about the version of yourself that's waiting at the finish line. Stronger, wiser, more confident. That image should drive you forward even when everything in you wants to stop. Winners talk to themselves differently. They don't say, "I can't." They say, "I'll figure it out." They don't wait to feel ready. They act first, and motivation follows. Every morning you have a choice: to stay in bed and dream, or to get up and chase it. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is self-drive. The ability to keep going even when the world doesn't notice your effort. That's what defines real power. You must celebrate your small wins. Remind yourself that progress is progress, and trust that your hard work will pay off, even if no one sees it now. The truth is, the most powerful people on earth learned to clap for themselves long before anyone else did. So if you want to win alone, stop waiting for someone to motivate you. Look in the mirror. That's your coach, your cheerleader, and your reason to rise. Rule 8. Master the art of self-discipline. When you're alone, there's no one to hold you accountable. No one is checking if you wake up early, if you're staying consistent, or if you're actually doing the work you promised yourself you would do. This is where most people fail. Not because they don't have talent or opportunity, but because they lack discipline. Discipline is what separates dreamers from achievers. It's the bridge between your goals and your reality. When you master self-discipline, you don't rely on moods, motivation, or perfect conditions. You just act. Think about it. Motivation fades, emotions change, and comfort is always calling your name. But discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation disappears. It's waking up early even when you're tired. It's saying no to distractions when everyone else is wasting time. It's choosing progress over pleasure, commitment over comfort. The ones who win alone don't need anyone to remind them what needs to be done. They already know, and they do it relentlessly. They understand that success is built in silence, through small, repeated actions that no one sees, but everyone eventually notices. To build discipline, start small. Make promises to yourself and never break them. When you say you'll do something, follow through, no matter how you feel. Each time you keep your word, your self-respect grows. And when you respect yourself, you stop negotiating with excuses. Remember, the greatest battles happen inside you, between your lazy self and your disciplined self. The one you feed the most wins. So feed your discipline daily. Push yourself when it's hard. Stay focused when it's boring. Because in the end, success doesn't come from who works the smartest or who gets the most support. It comes from the one who stays consistent when no one's watching. Be that person. That's how you win alone. Rule 9. Protect your energy at all costs. When you're walking your path alone, your energy becomes your most valuable currency. Every thought, every emotion, every minute of focus matters, because that's what fuels your journey. The truth is, not everyone deserves access to your energy. Some people drain it with negativity, doubts, or unnecessary drama. Others distract you from your mission with meaningless talk or fake support. If you want to win alone, you must learn to guard your energy like a priceless treasure. Not everyone around you is rooting for you, and that's okay. You don't owe your energy to anyone who doesn't help you grow. Protecting your energy means learning to say no without guilt. It means walking away from toxic conversations, gossip, and people who make you question your worth. It means choosing silence over noise, focus over distraction. You don't have to explain your vision to everyone, because most won't understand it until you've already achieved it. Winners know that energy wasted on the wrong people or situations is energy stolen from their dreams. You can't build an empire while entertaining every distraction that comes your way. Start by creating boundaries. Spend time with people who lift you up, not those who drain you. Choose solitude over fake company. Protect your peace the same way you protect your goals. Remember, your energy sets the tone for your life. If it's chaotic, your results will be too. But if it's focused, calm, and determined, nothing can stop you. Every time you protect your energy, you're preserving your power. You're saying to the world, My dream matters more than your noise. So be selective with what and who you allow into your space. Because the more you protect your energy, the stronger, sharper, and more unstoppable you become. And that's how you truly win alone. Rule 10. Believe until it happens. The final rule of winning alone is simple but powerful. Believe until it happens. When you walk your path in solitude, doubt will try to creep in at every turn. People will question your vision. Life will test your patience. Failures will make you wonder if you're going in the wrong direction. In those moments, belief is your shield and your sword. You must hold on to the certainty that what you're working for is possible, even when nothing in your present confirms it. Belief is not blind optimism. It's unwavering faith in your own effort and potential. It's showing up every day, putting in the work, and trusting that the results will follow. When others doubt you, that is when you must trust yourself even more. Greatness is never handed out to the cautious or the hesitant. It comes to those who persist in faith, even when the world seems silent, empty, or against them. Every winner, every successful person faced moments when no one believed. They were laughed at, underestimated, and dismissed. But they kept going. They believed, even when the proof wasn't visible. They acted as if success was already theirs. And eventually, the universe reflected that belief back in reality. So, when life feels heavy and the world seems to doubt you, keep your vision clear. Speak less, act more, and never stop believing in what you cannot yet see. Your belief fuels your actions, and your actions create the reality you desire. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Hold your head high and your heart steady. One day, the world will witness the results of your unshakable faith. Until then, believe, because belief in the unseen is what transforms dreams into reality, and that is the ultimate power of winning alone. Winning alone is not for the faint-hearted. It's for those who refuse to quit when no one is watching. It's for those who rise before sunrise, work in silence, and fight battles no one will ever see. Solitude is not a curse. It's a proving ground. The world may not notice your effort, the crowd may not cheer, and friends may not understand your journey, but that is exactly where true power is built. Every struggle, every tear, every lonely night is shaping you into a version of yourself the world isn't ready for yet. When you learn to thrive alone, you discover something most people never understand. You are your own strength. Your dreams don't need validation. Your fire doesn't need permission, and your growth doesn't require an audience. The harder it gets, the quieter it becomes. And the lonelier the road feels, the closer you are to greatness. This is the paradox of winning alone. The world sees the result, but only you experience the process. So embrace the silence, honor your struggle, and trust your journey. Let pain fuel your passion. Let discipline guide your steps. And let belief in yourself outshine doubt. Stand tall even when no one stands with you. Keep moving even when no one notices. One day, your effort will break through the shadows, your success will command attention, and the world will marvel at what you achieved. But deep down, you'll know the truth. You didn't win because anyone was watching. You won because you learned the greatest lesson of all, how to win alone. Your journey starts now. Walk it with courage, build it with focus, and rise with the unshakable power of someone who knows that being alone is not the end. It's the beginning of your unstoppable victory.